Well, oh boy, you were quick to join. Holy crap. My gosh. Welcome in, everybody. It looks like TikTok president was the very first one. Holy. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, make sure you have your popcorn. Make sure you have a drink by your side. And get ready for one hell of a roller coaster ride tonight. Oh, I'm sure you have. Welcome in, everybody. All I ask is that you tap the screen like live, because what I'm about to put out couldn't have been done without the assistance of one other very special person. Carrie, I'm going to hold off just for right now because I want everybody, I would love for everybody to see the entire screen for all the info I'm going to put out. Keep your request up there, though, please. Okay? Because this has to get out. Oh, Dee Dee, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. So everybody knows by now that I love to do research. I love to do Google. I love to look up information, investigate information. Well, you ready for this? Our first contestant on this evening's live is none other than Jordan Paul. And look, I'm going to put it out there now, ahead of schedule. If anybody has donated to her, you're more than welcome to a box in a moment, and we can discuss about it. But if anybody that is over there that supports her, you're also invited into a box because you have an opportunity to speak. Everybody does. But what I'm going to show you next will definitely change a lot of people's minds of giving her money. Okay? So, I had a very good friend point out a very interesting, valid point of information. You guys all see this, right? See this video? This video came courtesy of Jordan Paul. No, she is not a good friend. The good friend that did give me this information goes by the name of Can You See the Light? If you are not following that page, you need to follow that page with full gusto respect and respect that page, because this person pointed me in the exact correct direction, and I couldn't be more proud of that page. Now, how you doing? Welcome into live. All I ask is you tap the screen, like the live, share it out with your friends, family, co-workers, and frauditors that are out there, including Jordan Paul. So you see this picture, okay? You see what Jordan Paul put out there about her and her emotional support animals, okay? God, I sounded like Aaron right there for a moment. So here's another screenshot. I'll just show it. It's from Jordan Paul. Okay, right? We're all in agreement. This is off of Jordan Paul's page 5 days ago, according to this, right? Well, answer me this. There's that. Hold, please. I want to get the right picture. Trust me, you're going to want to see it. Here it is, right? Right. This here talks about Jordan and her dog. Okay. You see the medical doctor, right? Okay. You ready for this? What does that say there? See above my name? You see that? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? And I'm sorry that it's lagging back, folks. I'm just showing truth and honesty. Keep tapping the screen, please. But does that say scribed at the top there? Is that an approval letter on a PDF format? Hold, please. Hold. Hold. I hate getting my receipts. I really do. There it is. There it is. I knew I'd find something that would give me a better description of what scribed is. Hold, please. What scribed is basically, and I have all the screenshots. Anybody wants them, I have them all. But they wouldn't have been had it not been the courtesy of the best page I've seen besides everyone else. Can you see the light? If you're not following that account, I strongly suggest you to follow that account. If they are in here, please let us know. However, there's your description of Scribe. What it is it's a site that makes fake and false medical documents or medical letters. Jordan Paul should have turned around and thought of that one first. That's all I'm saying. I would have thought about it first. I would have thought about doing some research or something, you know? I'm just saying, out of what I would have thought. But here's what the actual site looks like. Well, I can give you the description. You can look it up for yourself. Look. Sorry if it bleeds into the chat. My apologies, folks. Isn't that interesting? Hey, Jordan, do you realize what you can get in trouble with? Making false ESA documents up? I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. Oh, I know. And as far as her interview goes, that was a total bullshit lie too. Just letting you know, Jordan. Next time you decide, and by the way, can you see the light? Physically has the videos on her page showing fraud. How you doing? Welcome into live, everybody. So, can you see light? Has definitely done her research, definitely done her background work, and I applaud that page completely and utterly. And I support that page because of what they did to go to the extents to get the proper information. So let's go back to that Jordan Paul video, where she was sitting there turned around calling people out, which I didn't think was all that respectable. Oh, and I do have something else too. Just to let you know, Jordan Paul posted this on her page as well too. How you doing? Welcome into live, folks. Anybody new coming in? All I ask is that you tap a screen. Just tap a screen, share the live. I don't expect anybody to give me gifts. I don't ask for gifts. I don't want gifts. All I want is just you to be in here to see the truth for what it is. Because if Jordan Paul says that she's speaking truth, oh, really, Jordan? You sure about that? You sure about that? I don't know about that. Because so far, all I heard was lie after lie. You know, I thought it was interesting. She goes Monday through Wednesday asking for 97 bucks, and all of a sudden she turned around and didn't ask for that 97 bucks today. Isn't that a little on the interesting side? Yeah, same here. I guess allegedly she was asking for 50 and then bounced off. So remember that tomorrow when she's back tomorrow asking for more money. Guaranteed she'll be back on tomorrow. She ain't got no job. She had a job, she wouldn't be on here asking for money. Just saying, pointing out aspects in life. But you know what else? Hold on a second. I love school. Oh my gosh. So does she. A video that's on Jordan Paul's page. But what's one thing that you take notice about Jordan Paul and her college? I'll sit here as I sip my coffee. I take notice that something's not correct on this page. Just because she got a congratulations doesn't mean that she's completely accepted into the university that she's choosing to go to. Now, not only did she dox herself out of this entire video, and no, it has not been altered, but what I took notice was is that her transfer of her documents is in progress. It doesn't show that it was completed. So technically, my understanding would be is that she hadn't been completely involved in the transfer, or it hasn't completely gone through and she's just playing everybody. But don't worry, we'll bring up other topics in reference to schooling with our other scammer that was scamming today. But you know what? I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's get back to the emotional support dogs. So here's about the documents. Okay. But you know what happens when you're in your state? I think this is it. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Here it is. I'm sorry. Hey, Jordan, you want to rescind the fact that they're emotional support dogs? I think I would. I think that I'd probably do away with that video that you posted. I'd probably rescind and apologize to everyone. I would probably apologize to everybody that I scammed to turn around and get money for a fake or fraudulent document. Exactly. I look, people have been frauded by her, and legally, people can turn around and file charges against her if they choose to do so. That's all I got to say. And of the fact that, what she's doing is committing a fraudulent act in the state of Ohio. But that's okay, Jordan. You know best. You obviously show everybody receipts and proof. Like, you know, when people ask about your grades, how are your grades in college? How are you doing in college? Are you a full time student along with you so called working? Well, we'll get into that also too in a few moments. So don't worry. I got you taken care of. But what I do have, and I'm going to put them up here, is some of her supporters because they need to come out into the sunlight. Oh, so the organization that owns that website, yeah, they've been notified of fraudulent content. And I think they're going to reach out to a few people about that. Oopsie daisy. Oh, no, wait a minute. Now, according to that letter, she has a dog and a cat. And if anybody wants to see that receipt, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. Trust me. I mean, I don't understand how somebody can have a medical license in one state and then mysteriously have paperwork drawn up for a totally separate person in another state, such as Arizona. Okay. So then that document's a little on the bad side. Oh, they're out there. Trust me, you want to see the documents yourself. All you have to search up is ESA letters or emotional support animal letters. And I guarantee you, you will start seeing a pattern. Yeah, and definitely look up Google Dr. Purdy. I mean, Dr. Purdy. You see where that's going? Purdy. Now, it is a real woman, a very kind woman. In fact, I'll put her page up or a picture up real quick to show who she is and what she looks like. I would suggest not harassing her because it's not her that's doing it. Somebody turned around and took and basically ripped her name and tried to utilize it in that scribed website. So my suggestion would be not to turn around and reach out to this woman. Reach out to, hold on, I got it, scribed. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. There you go. That's the website to reach out to if you want to file a complaint. Sorry, I'm cutting out. I'm sure I'm getting reported, and that's understandable. But TikTok's also going through some major changes. I mean, they asked me for an update this morning. Let's flip the camera around. Hi. Yeah, me. That's probably because I'm not on the screen or anything. But yeah, this is the website right here that I would reach out to and see it right up here at the top, the three bars. That's what you would tap on to turn around and bring up the information. Hello. I'll ask that you just tap the screen, folks. That's it. Respectfully. But hey, let's get back on track here. Let's go to some of her. Oh, yeah, I did want to do some math. I love doing math, don't you? So, hey, everybody, see that number right there? That number right there? That's a week from Jordan Paul. A week. Yes. Do not call the doctor, please. That is a week right there. But let's not worry about that. Oh, shit. That's a month. That's a month right there. Oh, yeah. She's getting more on the back end than we all know. And that's tax free. That's your money that's getting taxed, not hers. That's yours right there. I'm sorry. I forgot. Let's go further. That's a year. 1 year. That's a salary for some people. That's food on people's tables. That's mortgages. That's rent. That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of moolah. But she's taking it from you folks. None of that's coming out of her pocket, is it? No, because she has no job. Plain and simple. She wouldn't be asking for 97 bucks almost every single day had she have a job. Just putting it out there. But you know, the other thing is too is, and I've done research. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, I did. Ladies and gentlemen, right here. Right here. And I can tell you right now, she lives in an extended stay hotel. There's a lot of hotels that are switching over and improving on their high speed internet. But a lot of these places are all cheaper than what she's putting out. I'm just, yeah, yeah, that's all she's doing. She's scamming people that are working hard for their money to take their money every single day. She don't care. She scammed on the fraud in reference to the ESA letter, and I am going to reach out to Rescue OG to see about filing the proper documentations to file charges against her, because OG is top notch when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I'd rather get good advice and sound advice from somebody like her. Um, but yeah, these are all cheaper. Now listen. Apparently, she has stalkers. Okay. Apparently, she has stalkers that just, she constantly has to throw out there. And it's not my problem. That's a her problem because you're putting all your information out where? On social media. Yeah. But that's all I got to say. I mean, you want to keep giving your money to somebody that's constantly taking money from people. And yeah, that was held in my other lives. Let's go back to the stalking aspect. Jordan, what are you doing almost every day when you're taking money? Look, that dog does not need to be in those conditions. That dog should be out of there. Rocky, I guess. I don't know what the other name of the other dog was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's theft by deception. And that's the kicker. She's deceiving everybody. And here in a moment, I'm going to start putting up people that are supporting, enabling, gifting. I'm going full house on a lot of these individuals. I'm not going to talk negative about them. They're going to do that for themselves with their own page and with their own screenshots from their pages. But, you want to sit there and support her mods and her enablers and be an enabler. You go right ahead, but just remember, who's the one that's actually scamming here? Not us. We're trying to warn individuals not to give her money. She needs money, go get a fucking job. Sorry, I got to say. I got to be honest with you. Get a job, like the rest of all of us. Point it out. How you doing, dear? I'm just being honest. And if you don't like honesty, you're in the wrong place. How you doing? Welcome in. Does she? Does she really have a job? Here's a good question. Do you really have a job and are going to school? I mean, I can't remember the last time she talked about school and classes and how her grades are doing. I mean, no term paper, no homework. How you doing? Welcome into live. About the only thing that I can think of doing homework wise is a lot of this. As you're sitting there doing this. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't know when you can find the time to turn around and do your homework or get your homework done. I mean, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. And the lies are every day. Anybody that walks in out of the room has to sit and think for a second themselves. Is she telling the truth? Is she really being honest with us all? Is she, actually have a job? And if she does have a job, why isn't she paying for said room? That's all I'm saying. I mean, look, I went to college 2 years, and it wasn't easy having college, homework, and try to get some hours in at work to make ends meet. It's not the easiest thing. Well, whether she's staying at an extended stay or not, I don't know, but these are a lot cheaper. Just saying. Now, extended stays, that's the one thing that I did want to bring up. You can work out. Oh, by the way, this is coffee. Just saying. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. Not my fault.
I'm trying to figure out how to put up a green screen.
Do
we not
you have
have
to
it
turn your
anymore?
camera on and face it away. Oh, that's wrong. There it is. Hold on. Let me get you up into a bigger picture. There we go. There we go. There we go. Take screenshots, everybody. Receipts are everything. I love receipts. They're great. Now, listen. According to her, she has emotional support animals. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, too. I just saw that. Thank you for pointing that out. Damn. Did she even bother putting in a notice that she was leaving her last job? Damn, totally forgot that one. You get the gold star for tonight. Congratulations. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to keep repeating. That's the problem. The other catch is people don't want the truth to come out because they want to be able to have that controlled narrative. And that's the scary thing with the way TikTok's going nowadays. OG, you still with me, dear?
I'm here. So the ADA revamped their Disability Act. And the reason for that is too many people were going online and buying certificates by a fake doctor that was online. So now that they've redone the American Disability Act, the dog has to be certified and trained for a certain task now. So these are the new guidelines, the ADA guidelines. They're not protected under the ADA. Emotional support animals are not protected anymore.
Oh, interesting. So they have no basic protection under any other organization or association?
The ADA defines, see where it says it, the ADA defines service animals strictly as dogs trained to perform specific tasks for disability. ESA provides comfort, which does not constitute work under the ADA.
Okay.
But I will say that if you live in like apartments and stuff like that, they will accept it. They will accept an emotional support animal.
What about hotels?
I'm not sure. I don't have the answer to that. I could definitely. How about I'll be right back? Let me look it up. It's in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Columbus, to be exact.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. See, this is why we can have nice things, because we do and bounce off research between each other. Who all wants to come up? Holy crud. I got a lot of requests. Or unless they're all mistakes. Okay. I'm going to bring up the first one. Glenda. Hello? Okay. She dropped. Might have requested by accident. It happens. Lisa Marie. Hello? Lisa Marie? Don't worry, folks. If you're hitting by accident the request to come up, it happens. I've done the same thing. Just make sure you're checking that it does that, or you're doing that. And I'll see. This is okay. Hello?
Hi. I don't get on live very much, but I have to say this. I'm in Ohio right now. How do you get a job with no background check and no drug test?
You got to put on a hat and be best friends with Jordan Paul.
I'm sitting.
No, you know what?
I'm sitting at
You
the
know what?
hospital with my grandbaby. She had a heart transplant, but
Oh,
I watched her.
ma'am.
I watched her today, and I was like, "How does she get a job starting Monday?" And they haven't even done a background check on her, and no drug test.
Sweetheart, you should be taking care of your granddaughter.
My daughter's here too. We've been here for several months, so but she aggravates the piss out of me just watching her.
That's a good question, though. But see, that's the honest question. Anybody that would go into her live, she always blocks them. That's
Yes.
the biggest concern people should see and pay attention. Why is she blocking those people for asking an honest question?
I tried to go in and ask, and I got blocked.
Yeah, of course.
But that's
She wants to run her own narrative.
but that's what I had to say. I have to get back into my grandbaby, but that's what I had to say.
Do me a favor, from everyone in the chat and from All for One platform, give her our kindness, our love, and a fast, speedy recovery.
Yes, she had a whole heart transplant, but she's doing great. So,
God bless.
but Jordan Paul, get off the internet. That's all I have to say. Thank you all for one.
You take care, dear.
All right, thank you. You can drop me down. I don't know how.
Got you, dear. Okay, OG, you're back.
So Columbus, Ohio is very pet friendly. So a lot of the hotels in Columbus, Ohio do accept pets.
Oh, but yet she sits there and says that they don't. Well, is she calling us all liars now? Why?
So it is a very, they said like 70% of the hotels are pet friendly.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
So I want to jump up and share that ESA thing with you.
No, but I am going to reach out to you in reference to filing charges against her potentially. and what procedures one would need to do. I mean, who would you suggest going through?
What are they?
You weren't in earlier, were you?
No, but I'll tell you how to file charges.
She made a fraudulent ESA document off of a website.
Oh, yes. That you have to go through the ADA. You file it with
Okay.
the ADA, American Disability Act. And let me tell you what, they don't mess around. They will not mess around. They
The
don't.
organization that was in charge of that website is actually looking into her now too.
So it's oh, wow. It won't be good for her. So I just want to let you know.
Mm.
But
Okay.
actually, if you go on the ADA website, just give all the information. You could do it anonymously or not. It's all up to you.
Okay.
But fill it out. Give as much information as you can, her whereabouts and all that stuff. And let me tell you what, that is not good because they do. You want to talk about FAFO? Yeah.
Interesting. How you doing, Egg?
I'm gonna drop love your face, Jeff.
I just wanted to come up.
Love you, dear.
Yeah, I just
Go
wanted to
ahead.
come up and correct some confusion that I think is happening. Emotional support animals were never covered under the ADA. They're actually covered under the Fair Housing Act, and that
Correct.
only applies to housing.
Correct.
So
And that's
the ADA
basically what
has
that's what
right.
OG
The
just
ADA has
clarified.
provisions. Mhm. Yeah, I
But
guess
go
I
ahead.
didn't
I'm
hear
sorry.
anyone talking about the Fair Housing Act. So even if they're not actually emotional support animals, technically they are federally protected in housing. I don't know that actually applies to hotels, but just for future reference, the ADA isn't for emotional support animals. That's the Fair Housing Act.
Right,
That
and
was
that's
all.
completely understandable, falling under those guidelines. However, with her, the fact of the matter is she committed a fraudulent act by
Yeah,
basically
I'm not
falsified
defending Jordan.
documents. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm not defending Jordan at all. She has
right,
no
no,
business
I
even owning
understand.
animals.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that for people that it's not the ADA that we should be talking about. It's the Fair Housing Act.
I don't know how Eric got here. Eric?
Yeah, I'm here. Actually, I was going to go ahead and back up Egg there about the Fair Housing Act. I've been in property management for tax credit properties for quite some time. I do know that that does not apply to hotels or
Thank you.
motels
That's why I
because
came up.
they are not hotels or motels are not considered a long living situation. They are just for temporary
Right.
situations or traveling. Also, to bring to other people that are questioning about her schooling, a lot of people have. She has said to many different people that she's attending in-person college, but then changes her stories and seems to an online college, and also receiving textbooks, which you do not receive textbooks for online college courses. And a lot of people have gotten confused about with that, and so anybody who's new to Jordan Paul or has followed her that could be naive to what she says. She's very good at talking fast, but if you notice, sometimes she will trip over her own lies, and it's just. So I also just want to say thank you for bringing awareness to everybody. This is great. She needs to have some reprimands done to her.
Yeah, and the proper authoritic situations need to occur. Filing charges against her for fraudulent documentations.
Oh yes, definitely.
That kind of stuff. Not going out of your way to harass her. Let the police do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I think that should be done, and there's ways to do that through the proper channels. And what she has done is definitely with. I'm in Oregon. It's I know different laws or different states, but I know with the Fair Housing Act, with tax credit properties, or even just regular residential properties. It'll apply, but not into definitely not in hotels or motels. But with the
And
documentation
make
that she has fraudulently made up, she should dealt with it. I mean, she has broken the law. She has forged
yeah,
documents.
correct.
So
And that's you could face up to $1,000 fine and up to 1 year in prison for that. Just to let you all know.
I,
I'm sure I believe it's a Class A felony. I
I
mean,
wish
it's a low felony, but it is still considered a felony.
I wish
Correct.
Egg would have stayed up here because she is correct. The ADA for emotional support does exclude hotels and motels, and so does the housing. It excludes hotels and motels. Now, I even went farther and got into like if you rented an Airbnb. Now there's not really a set scale on that. Because it's not a corporation, I guess, is what it said. But Egg was
Correct. Yeah.
100% right. And the Fair Housing Act, I looked that up, so I did my homework. And they do exclude hotels, motels, but like I said, the part that was confusing to me was the Airbnb.
I think that also applied to Airbnbs because it would also just be considered that falls underneath a like a hotel motel situation.
Well, I think it
If
depended on your stay. If it was, I think it was like 30, 60, or 90 days.
because most hotels you cannot stay more than 28 days because then
Correct. I was
that's
waiting for
law.
you to say something about that.
Yeah, the longest you can stay, now the laws in Oregon, you can only stay up to 28 days. Then you cannot come back to that same hotel for 2 weeks. It's kind of a situation here. I know in Oregon, but I don't know if that applies to Ohio or not.
Now, see, I do believe in emotional support animals. I am 100% behind it. And I am an advocate for emotional support animals, but you got to do it the right way. You got to go to your doctor. You got to basically get a prescription, and you need to register it with your state. And some states you got to register it with your city also.
That's correct. Yeah. Also county.
Correct. I got to be honest when it comes to emotional support animals, if done right, and they are licensed. A lot of people, that's all they have, and that is their emotional support. Look at the elderly. I wish
No,
every
I
elderly.
believe in emotional support animals, but some people actually abuse it, and that's exactly what JP is doing. She abuses that. She abuses that chance that you have to use a pet for.
Yeah, I see someone said in Ohio, some people live in hotels. It doesn't matter. The Housing Act, the Fair Housing, excludes motels and hotels. So that's our policy on the Fair Housing Act. Now, if you have your
And I agree, Egg. She is exploiting the law.
yes,
And listen, if I was in that state in Ohio, you damn well guaranteed I'd turn around and be trying to find some way, somehow to file charges against her.
because she's ruining it for people that really need emotional support animals. And people that do this illegally are ruining it for the people that have done it legally.
I agree.
That's the point right there. And my mod said the same thing today. She is ruining everything for anybody that has emotional support animals, has, assistance dogs and pets. And my biggest focus on, everybody in her chat seems to listen to her lies.
And that's what amazes me is that these people that do follow her don't do their homework about her. It's not that hard to find. Looking up on the Reddit, Google, all the things that about her. And just even the stories that they follow her every day, she trips over her own lies constantly. I mean, it wouldn't take a person with even a low education can find out just how much she's scamming people for,
So
and
Right.
knowing that she lies.
Demita wants a box, and Demita does have an emotional support animal, but she did it right. Like, she has a dog registered with the state.
Let's fix these boxes.
Hi, Demita.
Hey, how are you guys?
So when you registered your emotional support, you're in Ohio too, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you explain how that all, like, what you had to do?
Yes. I had to go to my psychiatrist or my primary. You could do primary doctors, but I went to my psychiatrist because I have a lot of mental issues. But I had to go to them. They gave me like a prescription, sort of say. And I had to get a hold of the state of Ohio to have my dogs certified.
Well, thank you for doing that. You did it the right way.
It's all good information.
But you do have to.
And thank you for
go
explaining.
through a doctor.
But Jordan Paul did it the right way, right?
According to her, she did.
Oh yeah, it really shows.
But the thing is, like I told you guys before, I
She
gave
forgets
her the
a lot of
money
this stuff
to
is
have them-
public. Sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Well, I'm going to drop down, Demita. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and because I feel like I'm getting emotional again, like I did the other day. Thank you for like when it comes to Jeff, I get emotional. Thank you for saying thank you to him. But I'm gonna drop because I'm crying. I love you, Jeff. Thanks. Thank you
Love you,
so
dear.
much, Demita.
You stay safe.
I'm just crying, damn it. Again.
Yes,
Oh,
I
honey,
did.
and y'all.
Hey, before you leave,
Yes.
I'm gonna catch you before you leave. Hold, please. Oh, you ain't getting away that quick, fast in a hurry. You want to give an update on what you found out in reference, or what you've come to knowledge about this wonderful, cheerful guy?
Well, I can't
Maybe.
yet because it's not over.
Okay. Well, we can give them an update, right?
Yeah.
That it's under investigation?
Yes. We
Okay.
can do that.
Myron's
Yes.
Wildlife is under investigation. And we'll leave it at that, folks. Do not DM or ask questions until the investigation is completed.
Correct. And you'll notice I stay very quiet on any open investigation. Please do not call. They already got their hands full with him. And they're working on it, and they are diligently working on it. So, but I will say one thing that I could talk about this because the dogs are not being investigated. So I'm going to be honest with everybody. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. The dogs have shelter. The dogs are healthy. The thing that they are working on is the vaccines. Because he doesn't have a vaccine record, and it is mandatory that they have vaccines. So, as far as any abuse or I haven't seen it. I wasn't a witness, so I can't report anything because I wasn't on his live. I did not see it for myself. And if you report that, it's third party, and they will not take it. So it's about the pigs. It's about the pig that's illegal. It's about the ducks that are
roosters.
illegal. And it's
The
about the
roosters.
roosters. Roosters are actually illegal there. So, I just can't talk about it. When y'all see the pig not there, the rooster's not there, and the duck's not there, y'all know I did my job. So,
Okay, Okay, somebody in the chat said that emotional support animals do not have to go through the state. Yeah, they do, because you have to have a documentation.
Remember, guys, every state is different.
No, one of her dogs was removed from her custody because it bit her. So just to let you know.
Yeah, that actually happened about at least 6 or 7 months ago when that happened.
Yeah. I saw the aftermath. It wasn't pretty.
Oh man, yeah, I definitely feel for the dog that she has even now.
So I do see people in the chat saying that his dogs were abused. It's on video. Listen, I can only do. I'm only one person. There's a lot of cases I'm working on right now, and upon talking to the sheriff, the police department, and the animal control, I can only do so much, y'all. And the three things that I could do, I was able to actually in my report recite their own ordinance. So that went in with the report, and I don't know. It's under investigation. That's all I can do.
See, this is why you need to have good friends like OG. In a pinch. Like she said, she's a busy woman, so I try not to
Thank you
all
for
for
all you
one
do,
harass
OG.
her.
Somebody said he doesn't feed them every day. Let me tell you what. Have you ever seen an emaciated dog? Because I have several on my page. Several. His dogs are healthy. His dogs are healthy.
They're
Look at
healthy,
'em.
but not mentally healthy.
Correct, but we can't ask a dog if they're mentally okay.
Well, yeah, they have those new apps now. You can turn around and talk to dogs. Didn't you know that? Oh,
So y'all, his dogs are healthy. It's just the issue with the vaccinations. That's what the issue is. As far as being healthy, they look very healthy. Matter of fact, one looks a little too healthy, and it's the male, so it can't be pregnant.
Already standing here, Sprout is dynamically balancing. So part of the AI
you know, the real question is Jordan Paul's dog healthy?
so that it can remain balanced, and it does so.
She never shows it on screen. She never discusses about shots, vet appointments, or anything like that. Would be the greatest.
It's funny she doesn't ask for any help anymore for her dog. She used to ask for money for dog food and everything else. Now it's always only about the hotel room.
Yep.
So
and the hotel room is extraordinarily too high. Sorry.
Right. And so do we know that Jordan Paul is feeding her dog? I would imagine yes, but
I would hope so.
Yeah, we hope so. I mean, if she's taken I know she was using her dogs as a tool, but I think she's kind of caught on where people know better than what she's been saying about her dog. So maybe that's why she does not cover that topic on her lives anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she uses the Rocky as a sympathy and emotional manipulation tool. And that's wrong to do for any pet.
Oh, I definitely agree. I definitely feel sorry for the dog that she has now.
Yeah.
I that he is not going to be happy on the vaccinations of his dogs. Let me tell you something. They're having a hard time with that because he doesn't believe in vaccinations. So, but that's the city ordinance, and he either they will seize him if he refuses to vaccinate the dogs, because that is part of their city ordinance. So let him believe in not vaccinating, and he will lose all 3 dogs. So that's all I can say on that part, because that is mandatory.
It is the FAFO karma that comes around. That's all I got to say about that.
No, karma, you can run a titer test. I've had my rabies vaccines twice. I've actually had to go through the vaccine series twice. And the reason why is because the first set of rabies vaccines that I personally went through, when I got exposed to rabies about a year after that, they did a test on me and it showed that I didn't have the stuff in my system that I needed against rabies. So I had to go through the whole rabies series again, and it sucked, but I've had them twice, so I'm good for life now. They would only do a titer test if the dog was showing neurological issues. Karma, am I correct? You know what? I just made a statement with an ending with a question. Sorry.
That was you, not me.
I know I went backwards on that. But Karma, am I correct on that?
Again, we really focused on something that is
I don't know what made me just do that.
She says that she did. Oh, okay. We'll get into that in a moment.
Okay. Titer test. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Demita, somebody in the chat would like to know how and why she had Rick removed, if you have any knowledge on that.
I'm going to drop.
Okay. So Rick was removed because he bit her, and because of his breed, and once they get a taste of the red stuff, they will do it again.
Right.
But yes, he did bite her, and it was nasty.
And mind you, everybody, Demita's doing this while she's supposed to be working.
I am working, all for one.
Well, you just need to work a little harder. Okay.
Nah. Hey, I make my moolah.
Oh, I know. We all do. Does that answer some questions and alleviate some pressure?
And somebody asked her a minute ago, I couldn't answer because OG was talking. They asked about, did I see the dog being removed? I live an hour and a half away from her. How would I have seen the dog being removed?
There you go. She would have never seen it being removed.
Right.
She did it under the cover of night.
Why did the dog bite her? In my opinion, I think she was mistreating him. She tried to say that there was fireworks going off and it scared him. And he bit her while she was sleeping. I honestly think she was
antagonizing
very,
it.
very mean. Right. Because if you watch, anytime Rocky would bark, Rick would bark. Anytime she would get upset, Rick was in her face. Yep. Now all of a sudden, we only hear one dog shake, one dog bark, but she's going to keep using that I have two dogs thing.
Yep. Hello, Ambula. I can't pronounce your name. Ambula. I can't pronounce that. Hello?
Oops, I think I accidentally requested earlier.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
You want me to drop you down?
Yeah, you can drop me. Good night.
Night. Well, there's some of your background information. So we've gone over the fact that she's committed medical document fraud, punishable up to a year in prison and $1,000 fine in the state of Ohio. In the state of Ohio. Receipts are everything. And if Can You See the Light is still in this live and in the chat, please go follow that page. That page did top-notch research, top-notch information finding out. Props completely to that page. 100%. Those screenshots and information was completely from her or from them, respectfully.
Okay.
Can you see the light? What's that?
Can I speak on something about a comment that I had made about the dogs being in my name.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
I've been getting slack for that. Like I told you and OG the other day, I sent her the money to have them certified. So I assumed that since I had paid to have them certified, that they were mine. So that's why I said they were in my name.
Now, I just want to point out one thing real quick. Show respect to Demita. She's kind enough to come into the box and put out the information because Demita used to be a mod for Jordan Paul. So I just want to let everybody know, show respect, please. That's all I ask. Not hard to do.
And
What
I'm
is
not
hard,
here
though,
for
is when
pity.
you're running out of coffee and it's getting cold.
I'm not here
Nobody
for
is.
pity.
I just made a complete statement because I protect everybody that's in a box and in the line.
There's a lot of people saying that I'm out for clout and I'm here for pity, and I'm not out for pity. It was my stupidity for doing what I did for Jordan. I didn't know about her when I was her mod until you opened my eyes.
Yes, she did give up, and it wasn't for the dogs in specific. But, however, there'd be a lot of questions that I'd want to ask Jordan Paul. Do you guys all remember when she said she had a snafu with the front desk and Cash App and all this other stuff and Apple and everything else, and she was having problems getting that $3,000 or $300 or whatever, $30? Yeah, I remember that too. Which makes me wonder to the question if it had anything tied with Demita and the fiasco that happened. And I'm not saying that, but it's starting to paint pictures and windows to a hotel. I'm just, yeah, okay, whether it be $300 or whatever, I don't care. But that's a scam in itself. Okay, so let's move on to the next individual because I got to keep this moving because I don't want you all getting bored on me. I'm going to drop you down, though, dear.
Yep, I will be listening. You have a good night.
You stay safe at work, all right?
I will.
All righty. Take care.
Bye.
Okay. Let's get back to the regularly scheduled layout. There we go. Oversized picture of Jordan Paul. Hey, don't worry, though. Guaranteed she'll be on tomorrow wanting more money from others. But you know one person that didn't want to let me up in a box? I was too scared to let me up in a box. Just had that aha moment. This wonderful guy right here. Black Mamba. Needs money. Wants money. Wants to take your money. Oh, I know she will be. Guaranteed. She comes on anywhere from 6 to 7 in the morning. Take your pick. But Black Mamba decided to sit there and rant and rave. Yes, Black Mamba did get the money today. Jordan Paul also got $50 allegedly. But I was watching him. Asked him to come up in a box. Yeah, sometimes earlier than that. You're correct. Because she's in hopes that all the awareness pages are asleep and nobody's up that early in the morning so she can sit there and turn around and take other people's money. They're all starting to do that. Oh, and I'm sure he is at other people's times. Let him. But this one here in particular states that they're in school full time. Let me show you what it takes to be a full-time student. Okay. Hold, please. do, 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 do. Wrong one. Who's right here? Here you go. Here you go. You're a full-time student right here. Full-time. Full-time. See this right here? See this right here? Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this right now. I could make millions off of Google. Google will always be your best buddy. Be your best friend to the end. But right here, 4 to 5 classes, 12 hours of credits per semester. Okay, well, that's a cool question. You say you're a full-time student, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I mean, it's full-time student at begging. Yes. But not full-time student. No. And have no job. But you know what? This might explain Jordan Paul a little bit too. Look there. Look at all that. This is some of the reasons why your beggars are saying that they go to school. You know who else did this? Beth and Devin. Remember when Beth said, oh, I'm a college student. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting lots of money from the college. I'm getting grants and money. Ask the questions that need to be asked. I'm just saying. If you get into a lie with a beggar and a scammer and they're saying they're in school, they're in classes, ask them that important question. How's your grades? What's your major? What you studying for? Because the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to block you. And it is, because they try to get relatability in their lives. Well, whether it be financial aid, grants, whatever, money. This is the explanation as to the reason why they a lot of times turn around and say that they're a student in school. Right here. And that's all I'm putting out. That's facts right there. Prove to me. And Black Mamba didn't allow me up in a box, but yet everybody decided to argue with me and say, what does it matter to you? Well, it matters a lot, because if you're sitting there getting suckered into giving them money for a hotel room, how's school going? Just asking the honest truth. Trying to save people from giving up their last dimes. Because I'll tell you what, honesty is honesty. Plain and simple. I mean, you want honesty, you deserve honesty. And I've said it before in my past lives. I would rather hear a beggar and a scammer literally tell me the truth and sit there and say, no, I'm not in school, but I'm making it up. Oh, wait a minute. They won't do that because that'll give it away their reliability. Yeah, I was doing the Lord's work today. Somebody was in needing help and assistance with their rent. $2,000 after the IRS turned around and took allegedly $60,000 of their tax money back from 2023 or something like that. But we won't mention names. But I do want to point out one thing in reference to that. The IRS cannot come in and just swoop in and take your money. I've already done the research on that too as well. But that's why I offered alternative reasons on how to get your money. Just saying. Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. But you're correct. They can garnish your wages. They can garnish your money, but they have to give notification of doing such. And that, I have screenshots for that too. But anyways, we're staying on focus, on track with Black Mamba. Black Mamba needed that $51 today. And you know what? A lot of people went into his live and literally stated, I gave you money, but you blocked me. And nobody picked up on that. They were like horse blinders. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see that somebody got blocked and got their money taken from them and then they blocked them. I'm like, really? You're not all seeing this? You're not paying attention to the chat. You're not reading the chat. You're not looking into the chat. And that's your choice. But I know I do, because my money means more to me and my family than somebody that doesn't have a job. Oh, I had 2 jobs back in December, but I got let go because of attendance. Well, whose fault is that, Black Mamba? It's not ours. That's a you problem. And yet the whole time you're sitting in a hotel room and you're not going out and trying to get jobs or get opportunities to work. I mean, I know exactly where you are. I'm not going to come down there and bother you. I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to stalk you. I don't care. What I care about is people giving you money that worked hard for their money. That's what I care about. Doesn't want resources. Literally sat in his live today and stated, don't offer me resources. I don't want them. Why not? Scam Slam got in there and put him on the spot. And I was so proud that she was able to get in there. I only wish I could have gotten in there because I would have called him out as a liar on school. But yet he only wants money. Your money. Nobody else's. Not his. God forbid you turn around and give him money of your own or of his own. I mean, look at that. He was literally sitting in a hallway today asking for people's money. But that's okay. You know, one of his supporters? There you go. There's one. See that? Wanda Ortiz page, private. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one that's utilizing her Cash App? Yeah, it is. There she is. Look. There she is. She likes to utilize her Cash App for Black Mamba. You can turn your page private all you want, dear. Your face still goes out there. I'm just saying. And facts are facts. Hey, you want to know another one? I'll put another one up for you. This one, Savage Mommy. Now that's got me kind of irked. Because if that's Savage Mommy, you're a mother and you're giving somebody money off of this app, that's pretty sad. Yep, I saw Scam Slam in his box, and I'm very glad that somebody from Awareness was able to get in there. Somebody was able to get in there. But if you're a mom, why are you supporting a beggar and a scammer that doesn't care less about you? You know who that reminds me of? Austin Tamargo. Use them, take them, kick them to the curb. Hey, ain't no lies there. I don't know if they get 1099s or not. I mean, it could be the same as Pinky, Minnesota girl, her best friend, who got a you remember him? Pink hair? Yeah, I don't see him anymore. He ain't got nothing. I mean, I got pictures after pictures. He was in a hotel hallway today, literally sitting in a hallway. Oh, I already went over Jordan Paul today already. I'm sorry that you missed it. This live will be uploaded on my YouTube page. You don't have it? I'll post the page video in my videos. So. Okay, where's my besties? They were all part of it today. They were live streaming today, Black Mamba, when it was all going down. Sent you an invite, Carrie. No. Would you like me to go back? No, Jeff Gainey has not been on today. You know why? Jeff Gainey got his paycheck mysteriously. Right. Mysteriously got it today, or the other day. Was it yesterday? Couldn't get it last week, though. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. But that's okay. But I did want to put out one more thing in reference to this. Oh, no, I already did that. I'm going to put up one person that was brought to my attention today. This guy, right here. You see him live, report his live. You see his page, you report his page. Because the next two pictures are going to be very triggering.
Hi.
I had to pick. Oh, this is why we can have nice things.
Sorry, I stepped off for a second.
Oh, okay. But report his page because what do you think he's doing? See this right here? It's a no-no. Now, if you look even closer, and I have the legit pictures, I blackened this out because, oh, hold on. I blackened this out for the simple fact there's a child involved. Yes, you heard me correctly. There is a child involved. Literally, sitting right here. Now, you can't see the full body of the child, but you certainly can turn around and see the legs. Right here. Next to the child. That's all I'm saying. That to me was disgusting. And like I said, I have the unedited pictures. That's not a candle he's holding, by the way. Just putting it out. And yes, I darkened out the legs again, once again, right here. Oh, hold on. I'll put his page up. It's this guy right here. Thank you to Terrible Decision for handing this off to me. Terrible Decision. If you do not follow her, go follow her, find her page, search her page. She also does great content in the way of live streaming. The right way. Right here. Now, she does make a few puns, a few jokes. Who doesn't? You got to liven up your lives a little bit. I know mine are boring. I'm sorry. About damn time. Yeah. Right next to the child.
I've never seen this one.
Yeah, he's a real treat. None to say.
Wow.
So I want to bring point and notice to one other person too. This person right here was live yesterday. Had a few of her crony friends in her boxes. One of which is not easily broken. Horrible person, disgusting. But, you know, Cynthia, I understand that you're trying to grab views for your girl Maggie because she ain't got enough views, Cynthia. But I just wanted to, and was curious, how's Susan doing? I love her Facebook page. I really do. I love the pictures with you and mom, okay? But you ever turn around and talk about me and my family and make false accusations, you and I are going to have problems, serious problems. Because you were a part of her live, she now can allegedly get in trouble for what you were saying in her live. And you can clock that shit. Make no mistake, Cynthia. Okay? I know your full name. I know exactly where you live. I won't turn around to divulge. Lava Cake has the video on her page. According to Maggie's so-called friend, her friend not easily broke back. Turn around and state that I have pedos in my family. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you want to keep going down that road, Cynthia? Because I can certainly bring up a whole bunch of shit on your ass and your mommy's ass and your family's ass. You can take that to the bank. You start utilizing false accusations. Let's go down that path there, sweet cheeks. You and your bestie, who, by the way, got those two TVs, now wants $50 to turn around and pay for her cable because she don't like the Roku TVs. She wants them taken back. The only person that got suckered out of that whole deal was you. Not easily broke. Who decided to buy her that TV? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I'm just saying. So you keep supporting what she's doing, and we'll see how far that goes. And anybody that follows Maggie, you better turn around and cover yourself up, because I'll tell you what, after this live, I'm going through my list, and anybody that follows Maggie and is a part of that Maggie family, you're blocked. You're not going to be coming into my lives. I've already blocked Brokeback because she won't even get into a box like an actual human adult, but yet run her mouth over Maggot's live. And yes, I did say that. It's usually not my forte, but I'm tired of the bullshit. With all respects to the chat. Hey, look, karma's going to come around for Maggie. I tell you that right now, straight up, flat out truth. And when they turn around, yeah, I know. And when they turn around and start doing the background checks on all pay apps, she's screwed. I can tell you that without a doubt. And now that your best buddy broke back, turned around and made that false accusation, make no mistakes, Maggie. Now it's on. So bring your A game there, sweetie. She's got an event this weekend. Did you all not know that? Oh, yeah. She's got an event that she's going to, and she's going to take all of her freaking followers' money. So guess what, Maggie? Game on. Bring your A game. I got plenty of platforms to go off of. Do you? Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, I went on a rant there for a moment. My apologies.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
It's all good.
I mean, I don't
You're
have nothing to say.
Oh, okay. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello, Lava.
Yeah, hello?
Hello.
I'm just sick of it.
You're not the only one. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the accusations. I'm tired of it. The
I'm sick
next
of
thing
being
that's going to
called.
happen is I am going to go further, and I will turn around and have no problems pressing federal charges on Not Easily Broke. Cynthia.
I'm sick of being called a man.
Well, you don't sound like a man to me.
Yeah.
Just saying. You sound like a kind, caring person.
I am.
Just don't cross your paths, right?
Yes.
I totally relate.
I just wanted to come up and say that. That's all. You can drop me now.
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
up. See. Oh, and as far as Maggie's traumatic disabilities, I call bullshit on that. So, what are you confused for, Dawn? The fact that her friends like to make false accusations? IC3 is a very important website, and I have no problems finding it. Trust me, it's saved on my main page on my Google search. So, she goes under Mag Moss, Ray J, and Maggie Foster 5. Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you're able to get into her live, all I would strongly suggest is mass report her live. She is not worth sitting and watching. I am just being 100% honest. Sorry. She no longer does. She had an obsession with Ray J, but apparently she doesn't. Now she's got a beef with Zeus Entertainment because, according to her, they owe her a lot of money. Oh, he won't fund her. He likes to have her around as the comedic / extra person in the background kind of thing. So, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, that's a question that she can only answer. I guess she likes his music. I have no idea. I personally don't listen to Ray J. Never heard of him. But we all hear about her each and every single time. I wonder if HUD Housing would like to get another phone call in reference to her pulling these stunts with her live going on, making false accusations in her live. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. We'll have to do research on that, whether or not that it's capable of being done. So anyways, all right. Anybody want boxes? Boxes are open now. I'm done.
What are you doing, Booski? I said, what you doing, Booski? Got your stuff packed? What you gonna wear tomorrow? Oh, get you a bag.
I don't think she meant to get a box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It happens. Anybody want boxes? Request. Pretty please. Sugar on top. Don't be shy. I gotta stand up for a moment. Ooh. Sitting too long hurts your legs. Well, hopefully that was enough information for everyone to get a better understanding of what to do and how to correctively do it. And I'm sure Brokeback is going to turn around and talk about me and my family again, but, you know, it's just as easy to talk about Susan and her being a medication aide, registered nurse. Yeah, I know. Make sure you all get rest tonight because Jordan Paul will be on first thing tomorrow. You're welcome. Couple things. Oh, I do have extremely disheartening news. And this is pet related. So in my one live, there was a wonderful woman that came in and stated that she utilized the resource link tree for her dog and having a cancerous section removed. They did a biopsy on it, and it turned out to be malignant. So I gave her prayers and told her to give the dog lovin's as much as possible from all of us to the dog. And she is going to allow it to pass on its own. And it really broke my heart. It really did. So. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Support? Good.
Look, she can play with my phone, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
Let me turn down my TV. Hi, all for one.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I wanted to say something if I could.
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
So I went into a live with Checkmate. I forgot who she was doing a live with, for or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a guy named Riggs who asks me and says, "Hey, aren't you the one that helped Jordan Paul?" And I'm like, "No." And he says, like, "Oh, I have receipts or whatever." And time goes by, I never heard anything. So Checkmate comes back on. I want to say a week ago, I don't know, my memory's all over the place. I'm currently on hospice at a skilled nursing home. But anyways, so I go in there, and as soon as I get in there, like, they start atting me and like blasting my name, like, "Oh, there's Jules, the one that's helping Jordan Paul, and we got receipts, and we love receipts and stuff." And then the mods are like atting me, attacking me and stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, calm down." Like, okay, so I'm typing everything, and they show receipts. Show, I think, 2 or 3 receipts. One of the receipts I remember says, "Do you have time?" Another receipt says, "I'll send PP." And I said, "Okay, so where is the proof that I actually sent her money?" And they're like, "Well, that's all you need. You said it in text." And it's like, now I remember the time and date, but it was like, why would I sit here and explain to you guys when you guys are the ones that are accusing me of doing something with half-ass receipts? You don't know the context. If you were in the live, you would have known the whole context of the situation. Have I sent Jordan Paul money? No. Did I offer to send Jordan Paul money? Yes. Have I talked to Jordan Paul personally through messages? Yes. It's not my job to sit here and prove that I'm innocent. It's people's jobs who are going to call me out to prove that I actually sent somebody money. I am a cop. I was with TikTok beggars when Jordan Paul first came out, and Scammy Awards. Everything I've heard in their lives was she's a drug user, she uses people. At that time, nobody showed receipts, so I decided to go to Jordan Paul's lives and look for myself. So I went in there and I started doing that. I gifted TikTok beggars. I go in there all the time, and all of a sudden she docks Jordan's Paul. As a police officer, I don't think that's right. That is somebody's safety, and that is everything I go against. So I stopped going into TikTok lives. I go to Jordan Paul's and tell her, "Hey, TikTok beggars did dox you. I heard it with my own ears." And I happened to fall asleep on live, and I randomly got into her live, and she calls me out too. And before I could even respond, everybody's like talking shit about me and stuff in the comments. Before I could even reply or do anything, I'm blocked. Don't accuse somebody of something if you're not gonna give them the opportunity to speak. And
Let me
so
ask you a
now I just
question.
go into,
Right.
yeah, go ahead.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
ask you a question. So you never gave her money though, right?
No, I did
Okay.
offer. Not that I'm trying to tell Jordan Paul business, but I will say that I did offer some resources to her, not as far as money goes or getting into hotels or whatever. It was something about filing a report for the doxing,
Okay. Well, let me ask
and
you this.
told her that
Did
laws are different.
you see the
I'm
majority
sorry.
of my live where
I
I
came in
brought,
at like 10 minutes after, but I was on the phone on a family emergency, so I had it on mute for a while. So I only heard
okay.
bits and pieces.
Okay. Now, look, I'm very sorry that you're in hospice. I hope you're relaxed. I hope you're well. On the other hand, uh, all I can say, and checkmate's down in the chat. And all I'm going to ask is just be respectful across the board. That's all I ask. But in reference to what I brought out this evening on Jordan Paul, was truthful. It was factual, and it wouldn't have happened if it wouldn't have been for Can You See the Light? Her account. Jordan Paul is a fraud. Jordan Paul is a liar. Jordan Paul is a manipulator. I've proven that. We all see it. That being said, would your approach on Jordan Paul be different now than it was before? Now, make no mistakes. I'm not going to sit here and dox out Jordan Paul. But would that have changed your mind in the beginning had I turned around and had that information?
The only reason, like I said, is I don't condone what Jordan Paul does. It was
Okay.
the doxing, and
The
I
doxing
reached
aspect.
out.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And did I
Well,
offer money? Yes. And that was for the doxing to get a new hotel. And I'm in the messages, I said that. And then I decided not to help. She
okay.
doesn't message me and say, hey, can you help me? She doesn't message me like harassing me like other people say. I fall into her life sometimes. I have two accounts. I have this account that's not private, and I have another account that is private. That's my main account. I can't go on there a lot because I have strikes. But
Okay.
anyway, so I use this account because I use this account to gift. So I don't go in Jordan Paul's live with this account. My
Okay.
gifting is off on the other account. I can't gift on that account. So I go
Right.
in on that account. And I might have fell in like a couple of days ago because I went to check my messages on that account, and I fell into her live, but I got out. I said something because she was talking about something else, and I said a message or something, and that was it. But it's not like we message anymore. It's not like I changed my mind and I'm gonna go against awareness and just do it to spite people to donate to her. That's not me. But I'm
Okay.
not gonna sit there and let somebody dox somebody like that.
Okay. And I appreciate you coming up and putting that information out. Doxing takes it too far, in my opinion. There's the true definition of awareness is to make individuals aware of other individuals that are on social media apps that are taking advantage through manipulation, coercion, and things like that of taking money. To me, that is what I see as awareness. And by putting up pictures, whether they be, pictures of their live or pictures of them, what they're doing, as well as receipts, meaning information that has been afforded to us that is through legal routes, would be the way to go for research and time. and effort that people put into this app. Because in the ultimate goal of it, here's a good point in perspective. You're in hospice. You are trying to take care of yourself, or organizations are taking care of you. Your money that you get is yours. You can do whatever you want with it. But here's the thing. Don't give to anybody on social media apps, because they are not going to give two shits about you in the long run. And I'm just saying that respectfully.
Yeah, no, because I was in Sheena's live before I was on, I was in the skilled nursing home, then I went on hospice. But anyways, I was gifting Sheena. I didn't know Sheena was on Digital's live, in November or something. And I go into her lives to just talk to my friends and kind of just, because I think Sheena gets a lot of hate as well. But I don't gift her anymore. I don't gift anybody anymore.
You know who I gift? And I do roll my gifts over because I don't want them. But there's a page on here, and you can look them up. It's called Victoria's Table. She is a great person that turns around and does a lot of resources for homeless individuals in her area. I'll gift her before I gift another person on here, except when it comes to TikTok president and Carrie or somebody else in another live that's doing awareness. But Victoria's Table is a great platform to get rid of gifts, to give your gifts, because she shows everything she's doing real time. And for her to help and assist with resources and food and anything that anybody needs, I'll give to her before I turn around and give to anybody else. Now, I will also turn around and give to certified shelters or individuals that are on this app that are certified, like OG. I'd give gifts to OG if she was live, because I know what she does. I mean, you come on here, think about it, you're brand new. You come on this app and you see somebody sitting there begging for money. You don't know what they're all about. You're just going off of what they're saying. That's what I would do. And there's another individual, he's a barber that's on here, and he goes around and rolls around, and I've seen him. He does do box battles, but that's his platform for that. But he does go around and he gives haircuts for free. Yes, 2 individuals that are homeless. I literally sat and watched his live the one time. He had a homeless gentleman sitting in a chair, and he was giving him gentle barber. Thank you. He was giving him
I think
a free
I follow
haircut.
him.
Yes, so did I. But that's for the right reasons. That's the individuals that we all should be helping out. Because if they're doing that for that reason, I'm proud to support somebody like that. And Victoria's Table. God, that woman, she works. She went live one night, was up late last night, and then up the very next morning early to go out and set up her tables. So, I mean, choice is yours. Now, Checkmate has respectfully requested to come up in a box. If it's okay with you. And maybe she can give a little more background on the occurrence or what may have happened.
I definitely think that's needed, because I feel like there's a lot of holes in that story. So Checkmate definitely should have the right to defend
Yes,
herself.
absolutely. Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
I sent an invite to you, Checkmate. There she is.
Hey, y'all.
All I ask is be respectful, and I know Checkmate's respectful.
I'm always respectful. First of all, I didn't even know who she was until a lady called her out in my chat, and her name was Riggs. I didn't even know about the situation, so she's not being truthful about that.
No, technically it was Amber. I'm sorry, it wasn't you. You sided with Amber and said if nobody added me. What I heard was when you guys said my name. Like I said, I was asleep and had been falling into people's lives. and I heard you guys saying my name. And I also heard people saying, oh, she ran, she ran, she ran.
No.
So I'm trying to
Riggs
get
called
up.
you out in my chat. That's how we initially
Yes,
found out about it.
that was, yes. And you said, don't worry
Yes.
about it. I'll look into it.
And I
you also
absolutely
said,
did.
and you also said, when we get the receipts, we'll let you know, and we will be respectful.
Yes.
But
you
guys were
lied.
not
You
respectful
absolutely
at
lied.
all.
You lied. Once
I
you
did
lie,
say-
then there's no going back on that.
How did I lie? I
Because
disagreed
you
with you that, yeah,
absolutely
you said
denied
that.
the allegations. And we
Yeah,
had the
I
proof.
still do, because they're not true.
Madam, I'm not yelling at you. Why are you yelling?
Because you're making it seem like I'm still a liar. Like, people are still going to think that I gifted somebody and gave them money.
Jules, can I just ask one thing? You had a whole 10 minutes up here to share your side. Please let Checkmate say what she has to say.
Anyways, she came into my chat. There was a lady in my chat. Her name was Riggs. I don't know if she's in here. I haven't seen her. And I'm sorry, I'm still at the office, so I have to be brief. But she came in my chat and called this lady out. I didn't even know either one of them. She provided the receipts to Birdie, I believe, and Birdie brought them to us. This lady said that she had not been in any chat and offered any scammer any money. And the screenshots were put up that she absolutely lied. And I did not call her out. That was Amber. I don't know why you're bringing my name into this. I didn't say anything about it except for that we would look into it. And we absolutely did, and found out you lied. So don't call me a liar, and don't say I was disrespectful to you, because I wasn't. I was even nice the day the lady called you out. We asked her to stop until she could prove it. And everybody in my chat can back that up, because, I mean, the live's probably on YouTube. So, madam, you did lie.
I didn't lie. When Riggs called me out, I said I was in the live. One of your mods was messaging me, and she's the one that said, don't worry. She'll provide proof, leave it alone. I said I was in her live. I've been in her live. I never knew Jordan Paul again until I came back to TikTok. Because I knew about her with Scammy Awards when she would go live. But all I heard was Scammy's take on it. And
So
I would watch
so
her
you
from
just
TikTok
contradicted
Vegas.
yourself again, because you just said you didn't even know who she was, but you had been in her lives before. So that
Ma'am,
doesn't
have
even
you
make
ever
sense.
done chemo? Have you ever done chemo and radiation? So sometimes my date and times do get mixed up. The story is still there. Maybe I got the times and date mixed up, but I have no reason to lie. If I gave Jordan money, I'd stand 10 toes down. That, yeah, I did give her money. What do you guys care? It's my money.
Okay, first of all, I never said that you gave her money. You are putting this all on me, and I'm not even the one who initially called you out.
You
never
allowed
said.
your chat.
I
You
did
allowed
not
your chat,
allow
your
them. I
mods.
said we would look into it. And
When
we
I
did.
went, you guys didn't call me. You guys didn't message me. You guys didn't do anything. I got blocked by some people.
You are not blocked from my live. Do not say that.
I said
That's
some
not
people.
true.
I said I was blocked from some people. And they know who they are. Their awareness. I said
How
some
is that
people
on me?
blocked me.
That has nothing to do with me.
What my problem was you allowed your chat and your mods to attack me. And then when I kept responding, you guys ignored me. Thank you, Teresita.
Look, I don't want you to get all upset because it's really not that deep. But
I
you're
am a
seriously
cop.
not
You know
gonna.
how many people have called my job?
Why? That's not my fault, though. I don't even know who you are.
You didn't give me a safe space to speak. You didn't invite me up. You allowed me to stay in your chat and respond through text message, which is, and then you guys stopped responding when I kept asking you guys questions. You guys just stopped responding, went on a whole different another subject.
Because you kept lying. You say that you didn't do it, and we have the screenshots.
I didn't do it. I didn't send money.
I didn't say that you sent money. But you offered to send money, correct?
Yes, I did, and I said that.
And in the beginning, you lied and said that you did not. Oh, I can't keep arguing the same argument. I'm sorry, all for one.
No, you're okay. Look, Jewel, it stands where it stands. You didn't send money, according to you. We'll look at it that way. My suggestion that you're in hospice is to just focus on taking care of yourself to get better. Please.
But my issue is that people are calling my job because of awareness. And you guys expect people to come in here and say it's a safe place to talk.
Don't
and
put
you
it
get
on
a chance.
awareness. Don't use that umbrella. That's not fair.
That's
they're
the only ones that called me out.
Ma'am.
You guys are the only ones that called me out. You guys are the ones that accused me of sending money.
Don't put that umbrella on me. Do not say that. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Jules,
You're the greatest
Jules,
person.
Oh my God.
All right.
Jules, this is Fallon. Can you hear me okay?
Fallon, you blocked me. What do you have to say to me now? You could have had the decency to message me.
If you can hear me, I'm trying to talk to you now.
Now it's too late. I'm done.
That's fine. I can't get loud. I had infusions today. I'm very weak, Jules, and I think you know how that feels. So I want to make sure that we are talking facts here. There's no emotion in this, Jules. Jules, you are a current subscriber for Sheena. You just said that you talked to her back in November, but here you are, a current subscriber for Sheena. There's more mistruths being told here by you, and I'm very concerned about the fact that you just lumped something very heavy onto awareness when these people are in here trying to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. We're not here to do anything malicious, okay? The only time we ever go real life is when there's kids, dogs, or somebody's breaking the law, and then we use what we can to our best of our ability. We're not out here being Wreck-It Ralph doing something maliciously for a malicious intent. There's a lot of people in here tonight, Jeff, and I came up only because we needed to fix the fact that there was a lot of lies going on from Jules. Okay? Now, coming from somebody who's as sick, I can't sit by and allow awareness to get trashed, Jeff.
And look, I'm not going to disagree. However, there would be a few things that I would question in reference to her statements. I'm just being honest, and I'm not trying to be hateful. But in the same aspect, I think the focus for her, yes, she did drop. She did it on her own. Nobody dropped her. But on the aspects with Jules, look, she's going to continue to keep doing what she's doing. I myself, if being in hospice, I would think that I would want to turn around and focus on me, myself, and not focus hatred or anger on other individuals. That's too much. That's just too much. I mean, that's too much on anybody nowadays. And I got to be honest with you, this app has completely changed. It's not the way it used to be. And it's a lot harder for awareness to try to get our message out, to try to help people, try to offer resources. and it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But she's going to continue to do what she wants to do. I look, on my aspect, I'm not going to even go down that road in accordance with her being on hospice, because the last thing she needs is that kind of a stress on her. If that's what she wants to do, let her. You can only help so many people. I'm only being honest. It's her money. She wasn't wrong. But at the same time, we could certainly put her page out there as an enabler if she continues to do so. But just put it out there. I wouldn't embroil a battle.
The crazy thing is we didn't even know she was on hospice. I literally have no idea who this lady is. I've never seen her before until she came into the chat.
Right. I didn't even know who she was until she came up into a box. And then I didn't even know that she was, giving. And look, Karma said it too. In her particular situation, a lot of the story doesn't add up. I mean, she stated that she's a police officer, but she's in hospice. So I think there's a lot of confusion involved with that.
And Jeff, leniency towards being sick, there is times that, I am not well enough to do what I need to do, and that's when the notebook comes into play. That's the reason that we, like to make fun of the notebook. But if I didn't write it down, a lot of this medicine that goes in me 3 times a week, I wouldn't remember most of it. But when someone comes up and calls out somebody and doesn't bring the receipts or doesn't bring the proof, the other night we were dealing with something pretty heavy, and she came in after Riggs and said, I'm still waiting for proof. And I can send you that receipt as well. I just want awareness to stop taking hits, left, right, uppercuts, and all this. We're getting trashed because we're trying to do the right things out here. All these people are in here putting in work on their free time, and they're very passionate about it. We can't keep taking these hits. It's not right. As long as we stand on facts and receipts and proof, we're solid.
I agree. We've faltered enough. In my own opinion, it's time to turn around and stand strong and stand for what we all agree on, and that's the awareness aspect of it all. I mean, that's, at this point in time, that's all I can see us really doing. I mean,
and I'm sorry, I just want to say one thing too, that, we sit back and we watch addiction be played as an excuse for people's actions. We sit here and watch so many things be played for people's actions. I'm not going to sit here and listen and let her blame her sickness on her actions. She was well enough in the moment to decide to support a beggar, and now she's trying to backpedal on that. I didn't like that aspect of it. I think that was she may be under some strong medications and may not be fully aware, but that shouldn't be an excuse. An illness should not be an excuse for bad behavior.
You're right, TikTok president.
Agreed. That's well put right there. I couldn't have said it any better.
I completely agree, but saying that awareness is calling her job is wild. That is a wild accusation.
Yeah. That's reaching for straws. Grasping for straws. But I don't know.
I appreciate you letting me come up here and speak my part. Thank you so much.
You're entitled to your voice, and I appreciate you coming up. You're given every opportunity the same as anybody else, and that's to bring the honest truth. That's all we're out here for. I mean, unless beggars and scammers change their ways of speaking truth, which I doubt. But I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Take care. Stay safe.
I'm going to drop unless anybody has a question that I need to clear up, because I do have the receipts. I just want everybody to in awareness to stop taking hits for stuff that we're not doing, because we don't have to be here. We're doing this because we're passionate and we love to help people. So if we're out here doing anything malicious, we don't need to be over here doing anything. And I don't see that with these people in these boxes and the chat.
No.
Honey, I just want you to go get some rest. I love you. I just want you to go get some rest.
Yes,
What about me? I was up at 6
better.
o'clock this morning trying to track down Jordan Paul for everyone.
No excuses for you, sir. But Fallon, she needs her rest. We need her to come back stronger than ever. We love her, and she needs her rest.
I'm going to drop down. I love you guys. Good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, I can never go to sleep. See, that's the other thing, too. Most people turn around and get confused. Awareness is always aware. Don't matter what time of day it is. And we always try to do our best to do the best for the underdogs / the ones that can't defend themselves. And look, you know, hospice or not, that causes me concern for her being involved in what she shouldn't get involved with. And that's supporting and verbally supporting scammers and beggars. That goes along the same lines with everyone. Had she given her money, I would have been extremely concerned, because now that's taking full advantage of an elderly individual who is in hospice and who may not be aware of what's going on. That's the thing that I would focus in retrospect to awareness. And that goes across the board. Now, she stated that she didn't give money, but she wasn't fully, I don't think she was fully coherent. And I'm being respectful. So, but I'm just saying. I guess that's about it. I've taken enough of your time. Holy crap, it's been 2 hours. This live will be posted on my YouTube account when I get it downloaded and transferred over. It'll probably occur tomorrow. And yes, I do have the screen recording in reference to Easily Broke Back. That will be utilized for legal aspects down the road. So, look, all I can say in an aspect of All for One, do your research. You want to keep giving beggars and scammers your money, you go right ahead. That's your money. I ain't going to tell you what to do with it. But I'm sure families, kids, husbands, fathers are going to wonder, why are we missing $100? Why are we missing $50? Keep it to your family. And I've said this in the past. Your money is your money. Bills are getting tighter. Good aspect to leave on note. Did you know that 59% of all Americans are literally a paycheck away from being homeless themselves? 59%. You can look up the research yourself. It's true. And that is concerning for me, because I certainly want to see everyone do as well as they can do. And it's frightening. It scares me. I mean, I'm just saying. And that's the thing is, yeah, it is. It is. It is. And the other catch is not a lot of homeless individuals utilize resources. They only want the cash aspect. They don't want resources. Jordan Paul is a prime example. But I can almost guarantee if I did research out in her area, I could certainly find resources for, shelters that do accept dogs and pets. I bet you 10 to 1 odds she didn't do any research herself. And that's another good point. The rug aspect. Rugs are a rampant thing on this app. I just posted a picture of an individual with a child in the background, sitting there in a live, literally doing rugs in a live. So think about that for once. Well, yeah, and Detroit Nike's always going to continue to keep doing that. So then the real question is, if I was in his live, why am I even in this live? Why would I even want to turn around and send money? Why wouldn't I want to turn around and give it to my own kids? Well, and you know what? That's a prime example right there. I'm proud of you for doing on your own. You've become the person that should be, the one that should be out there preaching it, saying, look, if I can do it, you can do it too. It's not easy. You got a lot of legwork to do.
Another thing to
I
think
know.
about too is you just said that basically half of the people are close to homelessness themselves. Save your money, put it into savings, because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. Just because you have an extra dollar today does not mean you will have it tomorrow. Save your money for your future. Save your money for yourself, your kids, your families.
That's a great point of perspective too. When was the last time you've ever come across a scammer or a beggar that literally sat there and said, you know what, guys, I don't need to go live today to beg for money. I have money set up in a savings account. They don't. None of them turn around and have any money to turn around and state that they could save or have saved. Hello?
Hello, sorry. Just 2 seconds. I sent you a message because I need a specific resource. Could you check your messages, please?
Yes, I can check them after the live here because it won't allow me to check them while I'm live.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to drop now.
You're welcome. Stay safe.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, when was the last time you seen a beggar or scammer? Tim and Angela, Jeff Gainey, Black Mamba, Jordan Paul's a prime example. None of them have sat there and said, hey, I saved enough money for a room all by myself. Yes, I did show that, man. There's terrible decisions. She is the one that directed me to that individual. Oh, and if anybody needs assistance on bills or setting up an organization or financial status thing in reference to saving money, paying bills, and so forth, I actually have an app in the link tree just for that. So the YouTube account, hold on, I can put it up here. I got a screenshot of that. Boom. There you go. There is the YouTube account that I will drop the video on. No, I have individuals that subscribe for me, but I don't turn around and get any money from YouTube either. Nice try. Because I don't need the money. I don't want the money. All I want is what's right on this app, period.
That's because you're rich.
Oh, yeah. According to all the beggars and scammers, I'm a multi-millionaire.
You're very rich, bub.
Yeah. Did you bring the 200 tacos?
Yeah, did you?
Oh, darn, I forgot.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
She's not rich, bub.
Yeah.
I'm broke, bub. I'm moving in your house.
I got plenty of rooms in this house. It's a mansion. Didn't you know?
Come to.
Nope. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. Oh. Well, you ran out of popcorn. Oh. This has been an interesting live this evening, folks. I think I'm done. But hey, I'm sure there's a scammer or beggar on right now. I hope she did. I saw a lot of people in awareness that were in that live today. I pray and hope that they're able to work something out. I mean, $2,000 is an awful lot of money, per se. But
And if you haven't already blocked Awareness Unfazed, please do so.
Unblock who?
Blocked.
Oh.
now I am going to turn around and put out one thing. There was things that occurred earlier this week that we won't further discuss and to continue. However, T awareness pages are what they do. Can they go hand in hand with awareness? Yeah, they certainly can. They choose to do what they want to do on their platforms. I'm not here to turn around and call anybody out tonight. I'm a better person than that. And I'm glad for that. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of who I am and what we've gotten this platform for and what it's for. Because that to me is the important thing.
I would like to say something. So last night I found this girl on here and she was begging for money. I swear she was on repeat. Like repeat. Well, a couple of people from my live went into her live and was offering your resources to her. Telling her that you had like nationwide resources that she could reach out, to get help. There was a lady, I'll have to go grab her name, but every time somebody would offer a resource, this lady was telling her to block them.
Oh, wow.
Let me grab her name right quick. Hold on one second.
Okay. Look, do I think awareness is working? Absolutely. Do I think it's working for the right purposes? Yes, I do. I mean, just alone, and I've been collaborating with TikTok president an awful lot.
Okay, so her
Okay, go ahead.
name is Learning to Let Go. And
Okay.
yeah, read between the lives. She was in there too. Every time somebody would offer resources, she would tell that Amanda girl to block them. So I think we need to get her out there or spread awareness to her that she thinks it's okay for these people to get on here and beg and scam people out of money.
Damn.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm telling y'all, this girl was on repeat. What was she saying? TikTok right now is her only source of income. She's in a damn bad situation. She needs a house. She needs a car. If you send
Is
her
that the
gift,
female version of Chef Carl?
yeah. She needed, if you send her a gift that's over 500 coins, she will give you a shout out. She will go back to her live. She will play whenever you sent that gift to her. She will go to your page and she'll show love or something to like 10 different things or on your thing. Like, I don't know if she meant like liking them or commenting or something. And, she's also stated that she had a little one. But she never said how old the kid was, if it was a boy or girl. But she said that she needed, she kept repeating herself over and over and over and over. You know how any of y'all follow that Yazzie girl?
Yeah, we watch her often.
Okay, you know how she
you mean
repeats?
Tampa Nike?
Yes, there you go. She's just like her. And I mean, like everybody that joined.
They're getting all their hints and tips from all these other beggars. That's what they're doing.
I have the
Just put it right
screenshot.
there in the chat. Offer one. It's that chemically imbalanced one.
Okay.
Yes, that's her. That is her. Her name's Amanda something. But that girl, that lady, that woman come in there, and every time somebody would offer resources, she would tell her to block them. She was like, block them. And I'm like, are you serious? They're offering her resources to maybe get her out of the shape that she's in. And you're going to tell her to block people that are offering all for one's link tree? This is not right. So I think she needs to be
And
posted on everybody's.
Make no mistake. You can lead a horse to water. We cannot force them to drink. If they want the resources, that's up to them. I'm not going to look, I'll help and assist you getting the resources or working on getting the resources. It's not easy nowadays because a lot of them have turned around and started closing up shop. So it's getting more and more difficult to get those resources. Problem is the individuals that should go for those resources don't want to do the resources because they don't want to turn around and do the legwork. It's too much work. And I'm like,
right. Well, what did you think about the guy that I sent you the picture of with the little kid?
Oh, that was disgusting. And it did go up. I did turn around and blacken out that part with the kid, but I made sure that everybody was well aware that I had the original picture.
You know what? Did you happen to look inside that tent?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like there's like a fish tank in there.
Yeah.
Of some sort, like a fish tank or something.
Right.
But yeah, a guy sent it to me today, and he was like, you have got to see this. And he sent me those pictures, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I will definitely give these to All for One.
Oh, that's not good.
You
can only take so much of the repeat. I mean, I got a video that I could drop on this page at Detroit Nike, turned around and having his second cell phone recorded, literally repeating himself in his live, begging for other people's money.
Okay, one more thing before I drop. Who enjoyed the crash out last night that we got from Cowboy? We got 3 crash outs last night.
Listen, he enjoys sleeping out under the stars. I got those pictures.
The Leslie girl that he jumped on and called her names and stuff. Well, we actually got her into my live, and I told her, I said, he might have blocked you there. I said, but you can watch here for free. I said, and I'm sorry for how he talked to you and how he treated you over there. And then I come to find out there is another girl that joins my live that is also one of his ex-enablers. And I did not know that until she told me.
But see, that's where awareness is working and helping each other. I've collaborated with you. I've collaborated with TikTok President. And so far, we have become very successful and being kind to accepting the individuals that are being manipulated and taken and so forth. And that to me is a great thing because it allows them a safe place to talk and get a better understanding of what was going on when they felt the need to support somebody like that. So it's a good thing. I mean, I see it as a win for us.
Somebody asked me the other day, they said, well, how do you feel about other people streaming the same person that you streaming, talking about TikTok President and them. And I said, you know what? I said, to be honest with you, I said, I'm glad that they're streaming the same person that I'm streaming, because that way all of her viewers and her people can see what kind of person he is. That way it gets out to more people. Then those people are going to tell their people. Then their people are going to tell more people. And I told them, more power. If you want to get out another phone and you want to record him, do it. The more people that know about him, the better off we are. I don't get jealous because everybody keeps saying, well, you're not jealous because such and such is streaming somebody. No. If you want to stream somebody that I'm streaming, go for it. You
Yeah,
know?
because you get more of an audience, a broader
Exactly.
expand on everyone on TikTok. And look, I can be honest with you. I don't stream all the time, but I will definitely support the correct streams because that is what we should be doing it the correct way, the best way, the positive way, because then you're not scaring individuals off. You're not running them off. You're giving a better light. And I've said this before, when you're live and you see somebody attempting to give them money or are going to give them money, tap on their profile, put them up there and say, okay, now we got a better idea who you are and what you're about. You know, and to me, that's the proper way to bring awareness on individuals that may be giving money. And I, by no means, I would show hate, harassment, or bullying to those individuals. Just bring light to them.
And I just wanted to say too, me and Terrible had a conversation when she first started streaming. I was in her live often, and she did encourage me to go out and share information on Cowboy. I know that she brought the light to him. And I've said that in my live many times. If there's something that I don't know, I give her a shout out and I send people to her page for deeper information because I don't know the beginning aspects of his lives where she did. She knows all of it.
But that's right. And that's where the collaboration works.
Absolutely.
And sharing information with other awareness pages and make sure that is correct and absolute truthful information. If you got to go back through and research it or look it up or double check, triple check before putting that information out, will bring more factual and truthful information of those individuals to light. You saw it here tonight, folks. That information came out, and I couldn't have been so more happier and proud of Can You See the Lights page. Now you know who I was talking about, TikTok president?
Yep.
And I want to make everybody well known and note, there is somebody that's in this live as well. She is a good friend of mine. She goes by the name of Taylor. She has switched sides. I give her page full respect. She is a very private individual, so don't be reaching out to her to friend her. But she did come from Cowboy. And if anybody has a problem with that, you come and speak to me, please, respectfully. Send me a DM. But as far as I'm concerned, Taylor's got my respect. And to me, that's important.
She's got my respect. When she came to my live that day, I told her, you know, you're welcome here. Nobody is going to bash you. Nobody is going to hate, you know, like attack her.
And Juniper too as well. Juniper as well. Show respect to him.
Now, she hasn't came to my live yet. Only Taylor has. And like I said, we had another girl last night that joined my live. First time I ever seen her. And she told me, she said, I used to support Cowboy. And I told her, I said, well, I'm glad that you come to the other side. And now you're going to see that situation a whole lot different now. And ladies, I would like to say thank y'all for bringing awareness to him as well. You know, like I told people in my live, I'm not about trying to steal anybody's viewers. I don't want nobody's viewers. We're in the same thing together to bring awareness to all of these individuals. And like I told them, if my people want to go over there and watch her, more power. You know?
And
so,
that's
ladies,
exactly
I would like
what
to
me
say
and
thank
Carrie
you.
have said in our live too. We love and respect you. We love your platform and the work that you do, the time you spend on it. And, you know, it's exactly that. There are some streamers that want to create a divide, but that's taking away from the purpose of getting the information out there. And I think the real ones who are in it for the right reasons see that, and we don't have a problem collabing. I respect your page. I know you respect mine, and I love that. You know, there will never be a divide.
Same here. And I
See?
was going to
This is
ask
why we
y'all
can
two
have nice
ladies,
things.
How would y'all feel? And President TikTok, you know exactly who I'm talking about because we got him banana that night. And that is Caleb.
Yep.
That's another one. That's another one that we really need to start putting pressure on. I think if we both start streaming him, we can bring more awareness towards him because
Absolutely.
he was live last night or early this morning. And he was saying that he's going to be in that hotel for at least another week or so. And you think about it, that's $538 every week that he gets from his supporters to stay in that hotel. And that's not even including all the food that they give him. So you're looking at probably about $700 to $750 a week that his supporters are giving him to keep him up in that hotel.
It's
Yeah.
just not enough.
So I think that if we both streamed him, and even Carrie, if she, because I've seen Carrie stream,
Yeah.
if we could really stream him and put the pressure on him, I think we could stop a lot of his enablers.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Because he's been doing it too long and he's comfortable. You know, I don't think there's a car. I think he lost his car. I do. I don't think it's in the mechanic. I think he lost it. I think his mama came and took it.
I was thinking that the other day too. I don't believe the car is in existence anymore.
Now he did at one point in time, he did have a car. But I do believe that his mama took that car away from him when them two had got into it when she kicked him out because he was trying to run her house. And she told him, no, you're not running my house. This is my house. And he didn't like it and he moved out. And I think mama took the car. Hi.
Hello.
But like again, I say thank you guys for all the good work y'all do. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We are all here for the same reason. And I think that if we keep going, we will be able to make progress even more. And we're not going to shut them all down, but we can at least slow their money trains down.
Good night.
Amen.
But
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
wrap
drop
things up.
down and
I'm
I
going to
will
wrap
talk to
things
y'all
up.
ladies later. Y'all have a good night.
Later. Good night,
You
honey.
two stay safe.
Bye.
All right, ladies. I'm going to wrap things up.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Good night. Good life.
Thank you for coming up, both of you. I appreciate both of you. I appreciate all my mods that were in here this evening. I appreciate the assistance and the amount of work that my mods all do to keep the live safe and keep it fair. So we're going to go with final words or final thoughts. Final thoughts for this evening. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It is your money. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not going to turn around and disagree with anyone on that. But here's the thing. Do you think the mods or the scammers and the beggars really give a damn about you? No. Black Mamba was a prime example of that today. Wouldn't let me up in a box, but yet wanted $50 from people. I'm just saying. Do your research. Read the chat, like right here. This chat, read it. Get a better understanding of what people were talking about, what they're saying. If they turn around and catch, if you're able to catch somebody in there saying something like, you do this all the time, or that should be a signal right there to turn around and literally say, hey, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Take care of yourself. Remember, the resource link tree is there for everyone to use. No, and they don't care. That was prime example of Black Mamba today because a lot of people got into his live and literally stated, I gave you money, but you blocked me. I got blocked today because I was asking and making honest statements. See out there, can you see the light? And there's that account right there. Nobody's following that account. You better follow it. Just saying. Yeah. Allstate, what's in your wallet? Capital One, what's in your wallet? Other than that, everybody, thank you for tapping the screen. I appreciate every one of you that came in here. It means a lot to me. That means a lot to me, more than gifts ever do and anything else. Stay safe tonight. Let's push out Friday. Get this Friday done and out of the way. The weekend's coming right around the corner. Stay warm. Stay close to your families. Card night, game board night, movie night, whatever. Keep your money to yourself and your family. That's what's important. Not these beggars and scammers on this app. Other than that, you're welcome, Stabby Daddy. I'm going to go watch a movie. That or else I might go to bed early. The eyes are heavy because I'm tired. But I will go through all the DMs. Yeah, Yahtzee night. I will go through the DMs. And if I don't get to your DMs tonight, I will definitely and promise that I will get to them tomorrow. Other than that, stay safe, everybody. Have a great night. And if I don't see you, have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it's warm in your area. You're welcome anytime. And as always, all for one and one for all. Good night, everybody.